Welcome to Quiet Soul Tales, where the rush of everyday life gently fades into the background. Here, stories unfold at a slower pace, inviting you to pause and listen deeply. In this space, silence is filled with meaning and comfort, offering moments of reflection and calm. Each tale is crafted to soothe the mind and nourish the spirit, allowing quietness to reveal its unique power. Settle in as we begin a narrative that speaks to the soul through gentle pauses and thoughtful stillness. Tonight, we turn our attention to the theme of stillness, exploring how true peace often arrives when we learn to let go rather than seek more. In a world that urges us to strive and accumulate, releasing what weighs us down can be transformative. Stillness invites us to discover the quiet strength within, making space for clarity and tranquility. As we journey through this story, consider how letting go might open the door to genuine peace in your own life. In a tranquil valley village, a young man named An longs for inner harmony and purpose. Surrounded by gentle rhythms of nature, he feels a quiet determination to find true peace. Driven by this quest, An sets out to achieve mastery, believing that accomplishment will bring him the calm he seeks. His journey begins with hope and resolve, setting the stage for the lessons and growth that await. An dedicates himself to rigorous study and disciplined routines, convinced that structure will quiet his restless mind. Yet, the more he tries to control his thoughts, the more elusive tranquility becomes. His mind fills with questions and doubts, growing unsettled despite his efforts. Instead of finding solace, An realizes that his relentless pursuit only intensifies his inner turmoil, leaving him further from the calm he desires. One day, An hears of Master Lake, a revered monk whose calm presence is said to soothe troubled minds. Master Lake spends his days beside a tranquil lake where the water's gentle ripples mirror his peaceful spirit. Locals believe that simply sitting near him can bring comfort and clarity. Intrigued by the idea that peace can be shared in silence, An decides to seek out the monk, hoping to discover a new path to serenity. Upon meeting Master Lake, An seeks wisdom and guidance. The master responds not with words, but by quietly filling a cup with water from the lake and inviting An to observe its clarity. Through this silent gesture, Master Lake shows that the mind, when undisturbed, reflects reality as it is. An begins to sense that true insight arises in moments of quiet reflection, much like the calm surface of the lake. The monk then gently places a small vessel on the water, watching as it ripples with the slightest touch, while the vast lake remains serene. This simple demonstration reveals to An that true peace is expansive, able to absorb disturbances without losing its calm. He learns that cultivating inner tranquility means broadening one's perspective, allowing challenges to pass without disrupting one's core. An starts to realize that genuine peace grows as the heart and mind become more spacious. Days pass, and An and the monk settle into a gentle rhythm of life together. Their companionship is marked by shared chores and peaceful silences, each gesture and glance speaking volumes. By the water's edge, they wash clothes, gather herbs, and prepare humble meals. The tranquility of their surroundings deepens their sense of calm. Without many words, a quiet understanding grows, rooted in mutual respect and the comfort of presence. Time slows, and both find solace in the simplicity of each day. One afternoon, An accidentally breaks the monk's cherished cup, feeling a wave of sadness and guilt. Instead of anger, the monk responds with kindness, explaining that sadness is a natural part of life and that mistakes are opportunities for growth. He gently points out that even broken things can reflect light, just as the cup's fragments now sparkle on the floor. Through this gentle lesson, Anne begins to understand that forgiveness and acceptance are as important as mending what is broken. The monk reminds Anne that letting go does not mean losing oneself. Rather, it is about releasing attachments and burdens that obscure our true nature. By letting go, we return to our innate light and sense of wholeness. This journey is one of rediscovering the completeness that already exists within, a gentle reminder that our true essence remains untouched, waiting to shine through once we release what no longer serves us. Gradually, Anne lets go of the urge to constantly repair or improve himself. He begins to embrace the present moment, finding comfort in simply being. Allowing his thoughts to come and go without interference, his mind starts to settle naturally. This approach brings him a tranquility that had previously eluded him, and he realizes that peace is not something to be forced, but something that arises when he stops struggling against himself. As dawn gently illuminates the landscape, Anne gazes into the tranquil lake. His reflection appears clear and undisturbed, mirroring the serenity of the morning. In this quiet moment, Anne understands that true peace is not something to be chased or forced. Instead, it arises naturally when we pause, let go of constant striving, and embrace the stillness around us. The calm water becomes a symbol of inner harmony, reminding him that clarity often comes from simply being present. On his journey back, Anne reflects on the nature of wisdom. He realizes that wisdom is found not in accumulating possessions or knowledge, but in understanding what is truly important. By letting go of what is unnecessary, one can find clarity and peace. This insight shifts his perspective, encouraging a focus on simplicity and the freedom that comes with releasing what is no longer needed. Ultimately, true clarity emerges not from relentless striving, but from allowing ourselves moments of stillness. Just as muddy water clears when left undisturbed, our minds can find peace when we let go of constant effort and simply wait. By emptying our thoughts and embracing quiet, we create space for insight to arise naturally. Sometimes, the most profound understanding comes when we allow calm to settle in and patiently wait for clarity. Thank you for joining us on this journey with Quiet Soul Tales. May these stories bring a gentle sense of calm and reflection to your day. As we part for now, may the echoes of these tales continue to soothe and inspire you. Cherish the quiet moments and let your soul rest in their gentle embrace.